I give the best porn quitting advice on the internet, okay? Because it's the advice I use to quit at 19, which is younger and faster than what? 99% of the planet. Most people never quit porn, right? They lose interest in it because they get a wife, or their dick just stops working at 60 and they can't do it. When you're still addicted in your teenage years, when all you want to do is watch porn, and that's when you quit, that's someone you should probably listen to. And that's what I did. I quit at 19. I'm not going to give you all the same advice that everyone else does. You know, ChatGPT shite advice. Get on NoFap. This is how you quit. It's like, that advice of mine is shit. I do not blame you if you're still addicted to porn and can't quit. Because when I was searching, looking how to quit a few years ago, it was just NoFap. NoFap, NoFap, NoFap. These people, they're not imaginative. These people trying to make these videos. They see NoFap gets the most views and they're thinking, all right, I'll just copy that, and it works. NoFap gets a lot of views. But if NoFap truly works, why is everyone still addicted to porn? All these videos get millions of views. Why is everyone still addicted? If you don't know, by the way, NoFap is the most popular porn quitting strategy on the internet. It's where you quit porn cold turkey, right? You go from watching it 3 times a day to 0 times. Now it sounds good, right? Me saying it's like, all right, why don't you do that? That sounds great. Well, I tried NoFap for years, and here's how it went. I was watching porn twice a day at this point when I wanted to quit. Twice a day, I was like 15, 16. A couple of years after my addiction started, I was watching it twice a day. So 14 times in a week I was watching it, roughly. I'd gone to NoFap, and immediately I went from 14 to 0. Now you might be thinking, oh cool, you must have quit in a week. You must have quit so fast. But what's wrong with what I just said? 14 times to 0. Where's the middle ground? If you were training a skinny dude in the gym, and the first week he lifted 1 kilogram, on week 2, would you say, all right, go on lift 50 kilograms? Obviously not, that's retarded. He wouldn't be able to lift it, he'd break his spine, he'd lose all motivation to go to the gym, and he wouldn't come back. It's retarded. He lifted 1 kilogram last week. It's stupid. So why are these NoFap YouTubers telling me to go from 14 to 0? What? It's stupid. It is stupid. That's why you've not quit porn. That's why you go a few days without it because you're a bit motivated, and then you relapse hard because the motivation dies and you realise, oh, I'm still addicted to porn and I want to watch it, right? These NoFap YouTubers don't seem to account for that. They have no idea what they're talking about. They're probably still addicted to porn or never had an addiction in the first place. They don't know how to quit, clearly. NoFap is the worst advice possible. Also, they tell you need to go a certain amount of days to experience a benefit, which is stupid, right? They tell you if you get to day 30 of NoFap, okay, 30 days without porn, you'll experience confidence, okay? Well, imagine someone who gets 28 days in, that's great progress, not watching porn in 28 days. Not many people can do that. Imagine they get to that point and then they jack off on the 28th day. They're going to be so sad because in their mind, they're 2 days off getting the confidence boost. So they've not even realised all the other benefits they've got, which they would have got from not watching porn for nearly a month. That's great. But now in their head, and in NoFap YouTubers' heads, they've gone back to day 0. They've lost all that progress in their head, which is obviously retarded. They're back to 0, and they give up, and they become a porn addict again. I'll break this down. Imagine a fat guy on a diet, right? He's fat, he eats every day, right? But he gets on a diet. He goes 28 days without eating shit food. He eats very clean. He's losing fat. Great. On the 28th day, he eats a slice of cake. Not a whole cake, a slice of cake. Well, by NoFap's logic, he's failed because he's not been perfect. All the fat that he's lost is gone from that small slice of cake. So he's going to get sad. He's getting all the fat back. Oh, I can already feel it. I'm going to eat the whole cake. I'm on day 0 now. I failed. I'm going to eat the whole cake and the pizza and the KFC and get fat again. Okay? That is the attitude that happens. That's why you get on NoFap, you go a few days, then you relapse, you feel like shit, and you end up relapsing 6 times that day, saying you'll start again tomorrow. That's what I did. I mean, close to 200 times I did that. NoFap, failed, relapse, NoFap. Does not work. Okay? So, what exactly did I do to quit faster and younger than everyone? That wasn't NoFap, because that clearly does not work. Well, I was brain dead. I turned my brain off, and I was able to quit. I thought logically. I was like, alright, what would a retard do? Okay? So the retards always seem to know something. Right? I don't mean actual stupid people, I mean people who they don't overthink. No fap is for overthinkers. Okay, I need to get to this certain date to experience this benefit, but if I relapse for fuck, what would a simple-minded, someone who does not overthink person do? Well, last week, if I watched porn 14 times, instead of going to 0 like a dickhead, why not just watch it 12 times? It's still less than 14. I can still watch porn, so I won't be depressed, but I'll be making progress towards quitting. And also, using my logical brain now, the less I watch porn, the more benefits I'll get. I don't need to be perfect to experience benefits. The fat man does not need to have a perfect diet to lose fat. He doesn't. He just needs to get rid of some of the shit and replace it with good stuff. He can still eat sugar, just make sure it's less than he was and he'll lose fat. I watched porn 14 times last week, for example. If I watch it 12 times this week, I'll get benefits. And that's what I did, and that's what happened. I got benefits each week. They weren't like massively noticeable, but I could notice them a couple of weeks in. Confidence, lowered anxiety. The main one was a increased self-esteem, because I didn't like myself when I was watching porn. I was watching it twice a day. Of course I didn't like myself, I was a weirdo. So that increased, which was the biggest benefit for me. Whilst watching porn, I was still watching porn, just less and less each week, and I was getting progress towards quitting, because I knew the less I watched it each week, the closer I'd be to going to 0, okay? So I went from watching it twice a day to once a week within 2-3 months, max. Bearing in mind, I'd had this addiction for years, 6 years. It's gone in 2 or 3 months. So, quitting porn in 2 weeks, 3 weeks is out of the question. It's not happening. Unless I locked you in my barn, I'd have a barn. If I locked you in a barn and force you, obviously you're not going to have a phone, locked you in there, I mean, I'd probably go to prison, but you'd quit porn, obviously, but that's not happening. Okay? No one is quitting cold turkey like this. Arguably the most hardest addiction on the planet. Okay? It's not happening. You can be in your David Goggins discipline mode, I'm going to quit, I want to prove everyone wrong. Cool, it's not going to happen. Okay? Don't listen to the no-fap YouTubers. Just watch porn less each week. So, if you actually want to make progress, and this isn't just going to be another one of these videos you watch, feel motivated and then watch another one, I'm going to give you a simple action step that will go a long way. Okay? Write down on a piece of paper or on your phone how many times you watch porn each week. Just a number, no one's going to know what it means. Roughly. If you watch porn once a day, 7 times a week, if you watch it 3 times a day, 21 times. If you watch it 100 times a week, it doesn't matter, just write it down. And each morning you're going to look at that, okay? On Monday morning you look at it and be like, whatever the number is, just make sure it's less. Not drastically less, so if it's 30 times, don't make it, 15 times. If it's 30 times, make it 27 times or 25. And keep going down, and eventually you get to the point where you're watching porn once a week and it's not even that exciting. Now you might be thinking, well, that's slow progress, it's going to take me ages. No fap will not only take you ages, it will take you forever, because you'll never quit. With this system, it's the fastest to quit, okay? You've had this addiction, you're not going to quit instantly, it's not going to be easy. Nothing anyone ever wanted was easy, okay? The reason all the losers still watch porn and don't even try and quit is because they're losers. No one expects them to quit or do anything with their lives. But if you're watching this unedited video, clearly you've got something special about you, okay? You're not going to be a normal, weird loser person. You're going to be maybe abnormal, but actually achieve something with your life, okay? So don't compare yourself to those people. Just watch it less each week. You can still watch porn. You'll experience the benefits each week, which keeps you motivated. And you'll get the best feeling ever that a man can go through, which is progress towards a goal, okay? Because you're getting closer to quitting each and every week. That's the best feeling. If you've never set a goal and made progress towards it, you don't know what I'm talking about. But you will soon, okay? Because it's the best feeling ever. It will keep you motivated while simultaneously still watching porn. That's how I did it. If you're younger than me, you'll probably quit younger than me, so great, thanks. But yeah, don't listen to all the other shit advice online. It's ChatGPT generated. They don't know what they're talking about and they don't care. That's how you quit porn, from the best porn quitting advice giver on the planet. Not joking when I say that. I'll help 1 million guys quit porn, so if you want to be part of that, subscribe if this helped. Link below if you need extra help, and goodbye. By the way, no pressure, but under this video is my paid porn quitting secrets course. It just helps you quit porn faster, supports me, so once you feel like you trust me enough, you can check it out. There's a massive discount going on right now, so if you're interested, I'd do it now. And once you buy it, by the way, I'm going to give you a free bonus section which teaches you how to speak to girls, which becomes a lot easier when you quit porn.